We're on with the mic, and we're about to study environmental studies. So, सबसे पहले introductions. I'll go through introductions. Is that okay? So, ecology, ecology or environmental studies and environmental science में difference क्या है? What's the difference? Any idea?
एनवायरमेंटल स्टडीज मतलब जो पढ़ाते हैं इंस्टीट्यूशंस में
Institutions में?
शायद
Yeah, I guess.
और एनवायरमेंटल साइंस मतलब जो हम पढ़ते हैं
Mhm. So the thing is, ecology is the study of
एनवायरमेंट
is the study of environment and its elements. Yeah, environment and animals, yeah, or elements, whatever you call it, animals. On is only the study, okay? Study of environment and animals. And environmental science is,
थिंग्स वी स्टडी एनवायरमेंट
so it is a scientific, what do you call it? It is a scientific study of environments and our role on it. Scientific study, science in a scientific study of environment and what are our roles, हमारा role क्या है? That is environmental science. Now, environmental studies, it includes the environmental science, है ना? And as well as, no, ecology, both of them are almost ecology, isn't it? Environment and animals. So it includes environmental science and it also includes other things like,
बायोटिक
no, other things like, good guess, but things like,
लिविंग नॉन लिविंग
no, very good guess, but not good. The thing is, it includes other things like societal aspects. Societal aspects. So societal aspects में क्या क्या आते हैं? What are the things inside it? Law and order. There's a law and order. Then there's a demography, study of
डेमोक्रेसी
population. What? Democracy. So demography means the study of population. Demo means population, people, and graphy means study. Study of population is not demography. So it includes law and order, demography, and yeah, everything, so society is concerned with, that is environmental studies. So it includes science as well, systematic study of that also, environment and our role in it also, and also the study of the impacts in it on the society, that it causes, the environmental things. Now, this is the most basic stuff, and one basic stuff that we need to know is what is ecological footprint. So the next topic that we're going to study is what is ecological footprint. So do you have any guess?
द अमाउंट ऑफ मतलब क्या बोलते हैं जो पानी या फिर फूड एक लिविंग बीइंग को जिंदा रहने के लिए चाहिए अमाउंट ऑफ रिसोर्सेज नीडेड फॉर ए लिविंग बीइंग
Very
to
good.
stay survive.
So the formal definition is amount of biologically productive land and water. Okay, the biologically productive land and water required to sustain an entity indefinitely. Then that is an ecological footprint. And it differs according to the countries. Some countries have higher ecological footprint per person, whereas some have lower. So it indicates a single person, for it to survive, how much land is it required? The clothes that you are wearing, and the water you're drinking, खाना you're eating, food you're eating. These are all, ये सारे मतलब कितना land ये खा रहा है और कितना पानी खा रहा है, ये है ecological footprint. So world average, India is below world average, India is below world average. I think 2.2 India, or world average is 2.8, and America is like 7.2 or something. Yeah, very high ecological footprint because they consume more, better resource, luxury. they consume more electricity, you know, and they have like, like consumption ज़्यादा है.
इनका तो फिर भी population कम है.
Yeah, population is lower, but they are consuming more. So that's why per person is more, So it's like that. So if there's a long highway, and lot of lights are consumed here. But if there are the higher population, that means these are sustaining more people, this. But if there is low population, then of course few amount of people are using this much energy, So it increases the ecological footprint. Now, ecological overshoot, what is that? Job ecological overshoot. What is this? Very simple. Ecological overshoot is the exploitation or expulsion of consumption and creation of waste beyond the capacity of nature. जितना नेचर लाइक वो कर सकता है, मतलब फिर से उसको वो डिकम्पोज करके है ना नया जनरेट कर सकता है, उससे भी ज्यादा करने के लिए बोलते हैं इकोलॉजिकल ओवरशूट. बियॉन्ड कैपेसिटी. और इसको क्या बोलते हैं, ये रीजनरेट करने को बोलते हैं, नो, देयर इज अ वर्ड फॉर इट, आर से आता है. दैट इज नोन एज रिप्लेनिश. रिप्लेनिश मींस
फिर से
यस, या
इसको रिफिल कर देना.
या रिफिल. So replenishing the waste, all the things, it will take quite a time. So if we do it very fast, like it is going to waste a lot of time. Example, 2 centimeter of sand takes over like 200 years to produce. 100 or 200 years, I forgot. And we just to like destruct the sand by using this high yield crops, so उससे sand खराब हो जाता है हमारा productive sand. वही है. So that was one of the example. And now moving forward, क्या है? What do we have? Exponential growth हो गया. Oh, exponential growth. You know, right? What is exponential growth? Can you guess?
Population growth को ग्राफ में दिखाना.
Population growth को graph में दिखाना. Showing the population growth in graph.
शायद.
नहीं. Good guess, but not. That's not correct. So exponential growth, there is a particular definition. Okay. The growth है ना, that take place in growth that is taking place in
per year.
per I know not per year, rate per amount.
Okay.
अगर constant growth होता तो क्या होता? If it was a constant growth, it would have been in a constant growth, the growth is in constant rate, constant rate, not per amount. Okay, per means it keeps on that squaring itself. खुद को स्क्वायर कर देता है, बट कांस्टेंट रेट में जो होता है वो नहीं होता. So it creates a what? J curve. Do you have you heard J curve? J curve.
Nah.
Okay, so exponential growth is defined as J. J. This is J.
Oh, J curve.
Yeah, J curve. So this is exponential growth, right? Yes, sir. So what can be defined as exponential growth? So can you name some of it? What things are in exponential growth? क्या है exponential growth में? क्या हो सकता है? तुमने बोली दिया शुरू में. You just told, right? ये एक बोली दिया population growth. और क्या हो सकता है? What else can be there? Population growth and
wildlife.
Wildlife. Wildlife what?
और क्या?
Wildlife. Wildlife extinction, है ना? Then like everything is in exponential growth. Wildlife extinction, energy consumption, and then biodiversity loss, है ना? Then you also got species lost. Everything is here, like whatever you call it. Like infant mortality rate has also decreased. So it's reverse J curve, एक type का वही है. So these things are exponential growth. So this is very important topics. So what I'm talking, this will probably come in exam ये सब. Without that, you are not a EVS student, So इसीलिए ये basic चीजें तो you should know, And why do we study environmental science? It's environmental studies, I mean.
Due to government pressure.
Government pressure? No, that is a. Why does government pressure you to study environmental studies then?
To make concern about the environment.
Yes, environmental we study to create
Concern about.
yeah concern about the environment, right? Or another point is that to familiarize everyone with the concept of
EVS.
yes, the concept of EVS like तुम्हारा है what is ecology, what is infant mortality, है ना? These basic things, everyone should know. So these things, to familiarize them, we study environmental studies. To create concern about the environment, you just said, there's a lot of reasons to have a practical approach of, observation. Now the objectives of EVS speak. These are speak points. Okay, SPEA की skill, participation, evaluation, ability, altitude, knowledge. Attitude, knowledge. I don't think this will come in exam, but it will. It might come though. So story of Esther. Do you know what is the story of Esther?
Esther क्या
So Esther is an island. Do you know?
Nah.
Esther is an island. Oh, you don't know that? The sigma emoji that we all use. Do you remember? Can you turn on the spot? That sigma stone, stone है, stone का एक वो emoji है. वो Esther island से तो है वो.
तो कौन सा
So let me search in the Google.
connect anymore.
Stone emoji. This is from Esther.
Oh,
Esther is an island, like a lot of people used to live there. Not that. This emoji is from Esther Island only.
oh,
Okay.
oh, East Island को
Yeah.
Esther Island बोलते
Yes, Esther Island. And that emoji is Esther Island's emoji, So, like 2000 years ago, 2500 years ago, Polynesian people, like first came to Esther. पहली बार आए थे Esther मतलब तब तक कोई नहीं था इंसान. So they came to Esther and they established a good, like country. Established good country. They had their own culture. That is that own culture, that stone जो बनाया है face. That is actually their culture, बहुत अच्छा रिच कल्चर बनाया और अच्छे से जी रहे थे. बट बाद में क्या किया, दे कुड नॉट, वो लोग ने सारा वो जंगल काट दिया. देयर लाइक एवरी ट्रीज दे कट इट डाउन बोट बनाने के लिए. बोट
Boat.
बनाते थे यानी मतलब है ना, ये पोलिनेशियंस आर बोट एक्चुअली बोट मेकर्स, आई मीन बोट ट्रैवलर्स. They create boats and they go on around journey. They are the one who went to South America. They were the one who went to Philippines. These all were I mean Polynesians were explorers. तो ये लोग ईस्टर आइलैंड में पहुंच गए तो सारा काट दिया. पर ऐसा टाइम आया कि कुछ भी रहा ही नहीं, एक भी ट्री नहीं रहा. कैन यू बिलीव दैट? ईस्टर आइलैंड ट्रीज, अभी कुछ भी ट्री नहीं है. देयर इज नो ट्री एट ऑल बिकॉज दिस एस्टर पीपल दे कट एवरी ट्री डाउन. देखो, देयर इज नो ट्री एट ऑल.
ऑक्सीजन किधर से आता
या मतलब ट्री था बट इन लोगों ने काट काट के दे कट इट डाउन एंड देयर इज नो ट्री टू मेक बोट्स.
है? Oh,
सो दे स्टार्टेड फाइटिंग देन अमंग देमसेल्फ. अभी ट्री ही नहीं, मतलब अभी अभी थोड़ा थोड़ा आ गया लगता है. देयर वर नो ट्रीज. पूरा लाइक होता है ना, ट्री ही नहीं था, पूरा आइलैंड में ट्री नहीं था. तो वो लोग वहीं पर फंस गए. देन दे फॉट अमंग देमसेल्फ एंड society collapsed. So what this shows is that if you don't care about this resources, then you will also face this similar predicament. तो वही स्टोरी ऑफ द एस्टर वही है ना. तुम दे सकते हो, आपको बोला कि क्वेश्चन में कुछ स्टोरी दो, कैन सी स्टोरी ऑफ एस्टर. It was only 200, 1600 or 1700, Dutch came to this island first time. They noticed only hardly 2000 people living there. जैसे तैसे जी रहे थे 2000 people. वही one of the greatest society में अभी ऐसा हो. तो फॉरेस्ट का यूज क्या क्या हो सकते हैं ना, दो यूज है फॉरेस्ट का यूज. डू यू नो व्हाट आर द यूजेस ऑफ फॉरेस्ट? सर ने
provide resources.
रिसोर्सेज. सर ने ये क्लास में भी पूछा था है ना. नहीं, देयर आर टू यूजेस.
बता
सो एक यूज है तुम्हारा यूज वैल्यू, एक है नॉन यूज वैल्यू. फिर इसका भी दो सब डिवीजन, यूज वैल्यू, नॉन यूज वैल्यू. फिर यूज वैल्यू के अंदर देर आर टू मोर सब डिविजन्स, दैट इज डायरेक्ट, indirect. And inside direct also, inside direct also there are many things. So there is one is extractive, extractive direct use value. Another is non-extractive, like these are like uses of forest. So what can be the direct extractive? Example, mining. Forest can be used for foods, fuel woods. These are all extractive. And non-extractive is
Plants, medical
yes,
plants.
yes. You have that different species of plants you can use anytime you want. That is direct use. You know, फिर that is non-extractive. Direct हो गया. Indirect use क्या हो सकता है?
मतलब तुम्हारा indirect बोल सकते हैं तुम्हारा providing oxygen.
Oxygen. अच्छा गेस है. हाँ ठीक है. तो indirect and another one is there. Sorry, I forgot. Option value भी है. Option use value में आता है. Now, option is you always have the option to use that forest. That is also you can always use मतलब है ना. That is one of the use value. और non use value में क्या आता है? Tourism,
Tourism.
साइट सीइंग, ऐसे ही घूमने के लिए. फिर पीस, है ना, इसके लिए दीज आर नॉन यूज वैल्यूज. वही है फॉरेस्ट का यूजेस. हाँ पक्का आएगा. व्हाट आर द यूजेस ऑफ फॉरेस्ट? एक है यूज वैल्यू, अनदर इज
Non-used.
नॉन यूज वैल्यू. एंड यूज वैल्यू के अंदर
Direct.
हाँ डायरेक्ट,
Indirect.
इनडायरेक्ट. इनडायरेक्ट डायरेक्ट के अंदर क्या आता है? एक्सट्रैक्टिव.
Extract.
एक्सट्रैक्टिव के अंदर आता है माइनिंग, है ना, ये सब. फिर नॉन एक्सट्रैक्टिव में
Tourism.
वही.
Side view.
सो एंड हियर ऑप्शन वैल्यू ऑल्सो. ओके, यूज वैल्यू में ऑप्शन वैल्यू आता है एंड दैट्स ऑल. फिनिश. So now moving forward to our next important point. वही कि ना ये हो गया.
इतने सारे पढ़ के रखे.
Scarcity amidst plenty for water. Bread of basket of India. You know, right? These are all stories. Should I tell or not required, right? Solutions to water crisis. क्या क्या solutions हो सकते हैं water crisis के? Wanna talk about that? No. Okay. So where should we start?
Important questions निकालो.
Important questions. So let's.
एकदम लास्ट में कुछ बाकी है.
चलो बताओ.
लास्ट चैप्टर पढ़ते हैं.
This
7, 8.
7, 8, 9.
Mainly biodiversity or hotspot. Ex situ, in situ.
What is biodiversity hotspot? So first tell me what is biodiversity.
वही तो नहीं.
Oh, you don't know? सो बायोडाइवर्सिटी में चलते हैं. कहाँ पर है ये चैप्टर? ये रहा. So, इधर ही मिल जाएगा सीधा. बायोडाइवर्सिटी. स्टोरी ऑफ इंडियन स्मॉल फार्मर्स. नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. Skip. What is biodiversity? Biodiversity refers to the number, variety, and variability of living organisms and ecosystems.
And ecosystem.
Yeah, numbers, variety of living organisms and ecosystems बोल सकते हो.
Okay.
है ना. So diversity is a dominant characteristic life of Earth. From the global to microscopic level, there is a lot of diversity. It is virtually synonymous with life on Earth. Biodiversity is like life on Earth. वही बोल रहा है. No need to read all of those. So what are the important kinds of diversity? There are actually three types of biodiversity. You remember?
Genetic ecosystem.
Yeah. So species. इसके अंदर क्या क्या आते हैं?
Humans.
Belonging to same species. That means humans में क्या क्या हो सकते हैं?
Monkeys. Apes.
Genetic and
Biodiversity. Ecosystem.
Ecosystem biodiversity. Ecosystem. So species, there are different species का है ना biodiversity हो सकता है. Let's talk about genetic first. It's the easiest. So humans के अंदर ही है ना, there are a lot of diversity. है ना, some are like Asian, some are white, some are black. Three different type of that colors. So humans के अंदर ही अलग अलग genes है ना. तुम्हारा है white hair, that is also genetic diversity. है ना. Now आता है ecosystem diversity. What is an ecosystem?
This is living in a particular area.
Yeah. species living in a particular area, interacting with together with the environment also, है ना? So ecosystem में है ना इसका diversity, तो ये क्या आ सकता है? Himalayas ecosystem and what all else can be there?
Mount Everest ecosystem.
Himalaya ecosystem, and you have desert ecosystem. So many ecosystem are there. There is there is ecosystem. Then what is there?
Forest.
या फॉरेस्ट इकोसिस्टम है ना, ये सब हो सकता है. तो आता है स्पीसीज डाइवर्सिटी रेफर्स टू द नंबर ऑफ प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल स्पीसीज प्रेजेंट इन द कम्युनिटी और एन इकोसिस्टम. तो एक इकोसिस्टम में हाउ मेनी स्पीसीज आर देयर, दैट इज स्पीसीज इकोसिस्टम बायोडाइवर्सिटी. सो नंबर ऑफ स्पीसीज इन अ इकोसिस्टम.
बुरा मानो तो दोपहर को पड़ेगा.
क्यों?
नेचर्स को लगे